Welcome to the Catholic Life Coach podcast, where I help ambitious Catholic women overcome fear and self-doubt so that they can boldly step into the dreams God placed in their hearts, live authentically, and grow a business rooted in their faith. I'm your host, Carla Fitz. I am the Catholic Life Coach, mom, entrepreneur, and your companion on this journey of holy ambition. Each week, we dive deep into faith, mindset, business, and identity so that you can live aligned, lead confidently, and create the impact God designed you for without guilt or hustle. If you are ready to stop holding back and start showing up as the woman God created you to be, you are in the right place. Welcome, and let's get started. Hello, my love. Welcome again. This is my second time trying to record this episode because the last time it did not pick up my mic and I have no idea why. It makes no sense. No idea how I got disconnected. But I am a firm believer that when you have to do something twice is because the second time is always better. So let's just do it again and enjoy the process. Welcome to this week's episode. Today we are talking about receiving. I think this is one of the topics that makes a lot of us uncomfortable. And it is also the reason why we get stuck in life. It is very sneaky. And we think that we have to figure it all out, especially if you're a Catholic entrepreneur, which I know that a lot of you here in this community are. It's very sneaky to believe that you have to do it all, that you have to figure it out, that you should be able to figure things out on your own. And the truth is that's not true. That is not true. That was not God's intent for our life, to live all on our own and figure it all out on our own, because otherwise God would say, depend on yourselves, figure it all out on yourselves, ready, good luck. God doesn't say that. He's inviting us constantly to live in communion, to come into communion. And today I was at Mass in our parish here in Nebraska, and our priest was talking about how important it is to never forget that God is inviting us to come and be fueled first. He does not say, hey, go out and serve without receiving first. He wants you to go into Mass and receive Him. He wanted us to receive the Holy Spirit last Sunday. He is a God of giving. And He's a God that wants you to be open to receiving grace, help, support, encouragement, inspiration, whatever it looks like for you in your season. He does not want you to figure it all out on your own. I always think back when I decided to work with my very first life coach, I was stuck on my weight, stuck. I had tried for many years to lose the weight, but I could not get myself to stop overeating. It was not something that I desired, but it was just something I didn't know how to figure out. And I tried. I really tried. I studied the macros. I studied what diet was better than the other. But for some unknowing reason, I could not get myself to stop overeating. And it was a very difficult period in my life. And after trying on my own for so long, I decided, you know what? What would happen if I just allowed myself to receive help? If I stopped believing that if I couldn't figure it out on my own, then something was wrong with me. I cannot tell you how often I hear this. Even with women that know about life coaching, women that know about the power of mindset work, they still believe that they should be able to figure it out on their own. I have a dream, a desire, but I'm really stuck. I do not know how to move forward. I have a business, but I've been stuck in the same income and I can't quite figure out how. The reason why is because you cannot see what's happening within you. That's why we walk along with coaches. God gave you a cross. You have a cross to carry during this lifetime. You're going to have many crosses actually to carry with you. But God never said that you should carry it on your own. When God was carrying His cross, the cross, He received help. He didn't just say, hey, no, I've got this. And even though He totally did because He was God, He still allowed Himself to receive help. Why? Because He wanted to be the example for us. He wanted us to see our Lord practice what he preached. He gave you a community around you to help you. You do not have to figure it all out on your own. I remember when I became a mom, I had this complex of like, my house has to be perfect and it all has to be tidied up and it has to all be done by me. And one of the tasks that I am not great at is folding clothes. And I remember my mom would say, sweetheart, let me come and help you fold because I get it. It's not just about what you're preventing yourself from receiving, but what you're also preventing others to experience. Imagine that this is backwards. You're about to give something amazing to someone and they're like, oh, no, thanks. I don't need it. How does that feel? For you as the giver, horrible. It's like, no, I have something amazing for you. I want you to take it. This is the same thing because in your case, when you're the one receiving, are you comfortable receiving or are you being that person that says, oh, no, thanks. I can figure it out on my own. What happens in your heart when you hear this? This is worth taking note on. Are you comfortable receiving? Are you comfortable receiving compliments? When people say something nice to you, do you go, oh, okay, yeah, you too. That was awkward. That was uncomfortable. Or do you say, thank you, I appreciate that. And allow them to give you the compliment. What happens within you when you're in the process of receiving? Another way that this is going to show up for you if you're a Catholic entrepreneur, which I know a lot of you are, is you are going to charge your worth and it's going to feel uncomfortable. But in that moment, you're not just about to receive. You're about to allow that person to receive too. They're about to give you their trust. They're about to give you income, but they're also about to give you their yes. Are you receiving with grace or are you pushing it away unconsciously? Every time the priest sends us away after Mass, he says, go in peace and glorify the Lord by your life. But I want you to pay attention. At what point does the priest say that? He didn't welcome you into the Mass and say, hey, go in peace and glorify the Lord by your life. Ready? Good luck. No, he says it at the very end of Mass. And what happened right before? God does the miracle. He becomes bread and wine. Living bread and wine. Why? To be with you. To give you what you need. And in order for you to receive it, guess what? You have to be ready. You have to be willing. You have to be open to receive it all. All the goodness, all the blessings, all the ideas, all the graces. God is ready to give it all to you. Are you ready to receive it? I think it's so important for us to normalize needing to receive before we are ready to give. Because so many of us want to run until we are rugged and say, okay, well, I'm just going to keep going and keep giving and keep serving and keep just showing up for my clients. And I am depleted, but oh, well, I guess I'm just a superhuman. No, you're not. You need love and support and a space that you are held in. You deserve to be cared for. And if you're an entrepreneur and you're serving someone else, you need it even more. Because you can only give as much as you are willing to receive. It is a direct reflection of one another. When you look at your income, if it's not where you want it to be, question it. Am I open to receiving to that level? Am I open to give to that level? But also, am I willing to receive at that new level? Because chances are, if you don't have it yet, it's because you're not willing to receive it yet. You don't feel worthy enough. You don't have the identity of someone who is ready to welcome it. And that is okay. You can absolutely work towards it. But receiving is a gift. It's already here. You just have to be open to getting it. You just have to be open to welcome it. That's all you need to do. God didn't ask you to prove your worthiness. He already gave it to you. God didn't ask you to work really, really hard so that he can give you the graces you need. He's like, here they are. Are you ready? He didn't ask you to earn your forgiveness. He asks you to say yes to good confessions. And it's right there. Every day, every minute of the day, whenever you want it is ready. God is ready to give it to you. He's not asking you to strive. He doesn't ask you to get to a certain level until you can ask for help. It's just simply given out of love. So my encouragement for you this week is to first question it. See how you respond when you are being given something. Am I the person that fights against it or fights for it? Or am I the person that simply says thank you and is ready to receive it? We need to also question, what kind of example do we want to give to those whom we love? Whether that is your children, your spouse, your friends, your community, your clients. What kind of example do you want to be for them? For me, I'm like, I want to teach them that it can be easy, that it can be simple, that it can come with so much joy, that we can grow with so much joy because we're doing it with God at the center. That we don't have to strive as much as society says we have to. That it gets to be a work done in alignment with an incredible amount of love and joy. It gets to be fun. Business gets to be fun. It gets to fit your priorities. It's not the other way around. Let's be an example of accepting with grace. And watch what happens when you open up to possibility, when you open up to letting it be easy, when you open up to receiving all of it, whether that is help folding your clothes, whether that is help in your business. You do not have to be good at it all. You don't have to take care of it all. God is inviting you actually to let it go. Let go of what's no longer serving you. If there is something you can let go with grace. You know, my husband, he really likes cooking. And at first I was like, oh no, I have to be the one cooking. I don't have to be the one cooking. If it makes him happy and it makes him so happy to say, oh my love, here. Yesterday he made steaks and potatoes and it was delicious. And I was so happy to receive his love and his service after a long day of work yesterday, and he had it all ready for me. Receive with love, with grace. Don't fight against it. There's no rule. It's just a rule that has been passed down. Now, don't take me wrong. You do what you love. But if someone else is willing to help you, if someone else is willing to support you, allow yourself to receive that. Allow yourself to walk beside someone else that can help versus drowning on your own, relying on your own self. Rely on God more often and rely on the people that God has put in your life to support you. So this week, allow yourself to receive. I am sending you so much love. Have fun with all of this. It's so much fun. You get to grow so much and expand so much, and it's the best. I cannot wait to see you next week. All right, until next time. God bless. Thank you so much for joining us today. If today's conversation stirred something in you, that quiet pull towards more, towards the work God placed in your heart, I want to invite you into something I built specifically for you. It is called the Catholic Business Breakthrough. It is a 4-week course for Catholic women entrepreneurs who are ready to stop second-guessing their calling and finally move with clarity, confidence, and faith-aligned momentum. It is the identity work, the mindset work, and the strategy I wish I had when I was stuck in my business, all in one place built for you. Founding member pricing is $97 through June 7th, and you can find everything you need in our website, and the link is in the description. Until next time, remember, you were not made to play small. You were made to co-create with God at the center, boldly and faithfully, and I will see you in the next episode.